Breaking news. On Wednesday night, a boy studying in class 12 from Dolapur High School was reported missing. The mother, who went to pick her son up, informs that he went aside saying he'll be back in 10 minutes, only to disappear without a trace. The police ignored the complaints of the mother since they perceived her to be delusional. But with more missing cases being filed, they had no choice but to investigate further. A team of forensics was put on to task, and their findings included peeled off skin from the nail bed, and that was later confirmed that it belonged to the boy. Further investigation was required, and the police's final hope relied on the renowned forensic psychologist. He was given a time slot of 45 minutes of supervised interrogation with the mother and the one and only eyewitness of the case, who happens to be a classmate of the boy. We here are the first channel to report the analysis of the forensic psychologist. In fact, we have him here live with us. Thank you, sir, for joining. So tell us, who do you think is the mastermind behind this case? What do you think about the boy? And do you think the mother is telling the truth?
Well, I'm afraid I cannot give you a judgment saying who is behind this crime, but surely we have got a few indications based on evidence. We're considering these indications as we proceed in the investigation. Firstly, we have found that there were broken nails that were fallen in the place where the boy sat in the class. And it was noted that the school had examinations coming up next week. Nail biting is actually considered a sign of anxiety and apprehension. And DNA analysis of this nail samples that we got in the class confirmed that it belonged to the boy who went missing. And this tendency of nail biting in the boy was also confirmed by his mother. But at the same time, it was also observed that during the interview of the mother, she showed a few signs of delusional beliefs. Upon confirmation with neighbors and other relatives, it was seen that she was diagnosed with schizophrenia 2 years ago. And this puts into question the legitimacy of her reports and all the claims that she makes. Some locals have also reported that the way she looked after her son was very unfavorable. She physically abused her son. She has denied this claim by the locals, claiming that the people in her town, all those locals, are always planning to attack her in some or the other way. Again, pointing to the delusions of persecution that she has in her mind. One more piece of evidence we have is that a girl saw him being suddenly running away from the school once the bell rang. And she said that as he was crossing the road, an SUV car blocked his way, and 3 women and 1 man in the car forcefully took him inside, and they sped the car immediately. I called her another day to ask the same questions, but she seemed way less vivid in her report, in addition to changing some aspects of the story altogether. For example, she instead said she saw a bus picking the boy up instead of the SUV.
So sir, can you tell us anything for sure?
As I said, I cannot give you a verdict. I thus have come up with these possible psychological dimensions that has potentially influenced the story. These explanations will be used to guide the investigation. Again, I'm reiterating that. They cannot be used to give you an answer for crime altogether. Do keep that in mind, and I cannot share any more details. I hope these inputs have addressed your questions successfully. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Hello viewers. What we just saw is a missing case being analyzed by the police and the forensic department. Now, what do you mean by forensic psychology? What does this field do? Forensic psychologists analyze a civil or criminal or any legal case from the perspective of a clinical psychology to understand the various viable factors contributing towards the case. They play a key role in the following domains. Number 1, performing psychological assessments on individuals to evaluate the psychological state of being. Number 2, provide treatment services to the concerned individuals in the case who are in need of an intervention. Number 3, provide consultations to various subfields such as law and order and research to improve their understanding of the human behavior. Well, if the role of the forensic psychologist is this important, then how does our country contribute towards the development of this field? In recent advancements, the Supreme Court of India has mandated that any legal case associated with death penalty must be analyzed by a forensic psychologist before proceeding towards execution to look for mitigating factors like the early experience of the accused, mental illnesses, socioeconomic backgrounds, etc. This is to ensure integrity of death penalties as options only in the rarest of the rare cases. In a recent article at Deccan Herald, a forensic psychologist in India raised a concern saying, consulting forensic psychologist has become a last-ditch attempt. This should not be the case. Quote unquote. This reinforces the need to approach forensic psychologists from initial stages and incorporate them into investigating teams to enhance the value of their input. I hope you really enjoyed this video. See you next time, and please do like, share and comment if you like our content.